Once Upon a Die is a twisted fantasy adventure podcast meant for adults. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Hello and welcome to Once Upon a Die, the live play D&D podcast where natural ones just mean more fun. I'm your host, Sean McCallan, and I also play Jeff Buffgate, the halfling business bard.
This is Grace Lee, and I play Melee, the human shield.
I am Austin Wolf, and I play Charvalko, the temporal trickster.
My name is Justin. I play Halen, the dirty, grimy ranger.
My name is Jonathan. I play Goon, a makeshift, the artificer.
And not last, but certainly not least, is our DM. He plays all of our little
I
creatures.
play the first and last NPCs that you will ever be introduced to. My name's Cody White, and I'm going to bring back to Sean right quick.
We have one final introduction. Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun.
And I will let her introduce herself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dimitra, and I play Destiny, a moon druid.
Woohoo! Druid.
Yay!
We are all nature up in here now. All right, now it's time for the signature Once Upon a Die, Tessia's Bets.
Who's going to roll that first one?
Would
So-
Dimitra like to take it away?
Yeah. Who do you think is
let's
going
do
to
it.
knock?
Wow,
you
throw
do
me,
it.
throw me in just like that.
No pressure, but your choice is very important.
It's because I love you. Do we go by character names or person's names? I think John's gonna roll it first.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I could have called that. It's okay, because I think you're going to roll the first one.
What kind of a rivalry going? Gosh, dang it.
I think Justin's going to roll the first one.
Oh, shocker.
Wow.
Out of left field, that one.
I think Jeff Buffgate will roll the first one.
All right, I'm going to say that I'm going to go with Goon. He's going to roll the first one.
Doubling down on the no.
I think it's been a while since I voted for Goon.
Yeah.
Looks like everyone is bet, except for me. And, oh man, this is always a hard decision, but I think I'm going to go with Goonie.
Wow.
You pointed at Cody as you said Goonie.
I know, I want to fake out.
She's trying to fake everyone out.
It worked for me because I was like,
he's like,
what?
where is she going?
In the audio medium, so it was just for us.
What a
Not
twist.
for you guys at home.
Yeah, I won't lie. I
What's a
was holding my
twist?
breath like, oh, she's going to bet on me. I know it.
All right,
I think Grace
last
statistically does
last
the
bet
best.
here.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to just kick back and watch the action. I'm going to abstain this round.
Let's go.
We didn't want you to play.
So, I think we've got all of our bets in. Let's see. Last we left off, the group had made their way back to the Imperial City, where they met with the head of the Temple of the Pog, Cardinal Albatross. He spoke of a passage that led underground through the infamous Hollowed Woods and to the Tree of Spirits. He told the party that making it to the tree just might help them find their missing friend Charvalko. Once the party made it to the passageway, they came across many sprites of differing colors that flew down the various hallways, leading deeper into the cavernous darkness. And that is where we are now. So, you're in the middle of this chamber. You were about to head down this passageway going towards the west. So, we're going to move our way down this way.
It's Melee, Jeff, Halen, and me together right now, currently. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think were we split? Were we just about to split it?
Yeah, we were going to
just about to
split
split.
off.
We were about to split
yeah,
up.
it was going to be you and Jeff, and then me and Halen.
Yes. Is that right?
I couldn't remember if I was. I can't remember who I was going with. If I was going with you or if I was going with May.
I think originally it was going to be it was going to be you and me, Jeff and May.
Then we changed.
Yeah, but then it changed.
That
remember
sounds- that sounds
being-
right.
You already got your statue, and you were gonna go with someone else to get their statue, because it was gonna be me and you, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more conducive for me and, I believe, May
Yeah.
to go in the opposite direction as you, because we'd both get a statue that way.
Correct.
Right,
So it'd work
right,
out
okay,
better.
Yeah.
So it's Jeff and May that are going down the riverway?
No, Goon and Goon and Jeff.
Yes.
Goon and Jeff are going down the riverway. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, if you would, please.
A 9.
A 9?
No way, dude.
Did you?
First roll.
Did you?
First roll.
Yes.
Unreal.
Get a photo. So everyone gets disadvantage now, except for three of you.
Yep.
Gambling is bad.
Honestly, that was good for the group.
I am
because
so
that was
celebrating
the,
right now. Thank you for doing
that
that.
was the most
Gambling
inspiration
solves everything.
That was the most inspiration we've ever handed out for a Tessia's bet.
It is, yes.
It's your one, John, so you get to take the picture.
John, Justin, and Austin all get disadvantage on their next roll.
Awesome.
I mean, not for
And-
you, but.
Yeah, Demetra, myself, and Grace all get an inspiration.
So that means that I got an 8.
8. Okay.
Damn, you have good
8 and a 9.
constitution.
I have 7 in Constitution. Well, in the
You
saving
both-
in saving throw. In the saving throw.
You both wave goodbye to the rest of your group and hop into the river, and the current sweeps you away.
Oh, because they're both so small. Sorry, guys.
Jeff's having Vietnam flashbacks.
There's a Vietnam in this world.
I want you both to give me either a strength or a dexterity save.
So as we're coming down the river, can I use my lightning lure to grab onto the wall of this open area?
You can, yeah.
See, do an attack roll and see if I can grab.
Are me
grab
and
the
May
wall.
standing
And
in the
he
water
can
upstream?
Hold on to me.
You're not in the water, no.
Okay.
Just
We're just like.
just
Do-do-do-do.
Goon and Jeff are
Okay.
in the water.
Yeah, do lightning stuff.
Go ahead and do lightning stuff.
No, I'm not doing it in the water. I'm throwing it
You're
out of the
in-
water and hooking it to the wall.
You are in the water with
you get-
an electrical device.
If he gets a good throw, it'll be dope. It'll be perfect.
Yeah.
It'll be
I
Je-
get
Jeff's-
disadvantage on this,
Jeff's
right?
holding up
'Cause-
Alexi,
because
trying
I
to see if he
failed the
can
bet.
latch his tongue on anything.
You were the one who failed.
So that's what I'm doing as I'm making my way down. I'm rushing
Making my way
down to Buffgate by jumping up and going back down.
Give me an athletics check.
13.
13, that's enough to jump above the crest of the water and gasp a full breath and back under as you're...
Are there little air bubbles like in Sonic?
You successfully are able to at least hold your breath and keep your breath in.
Can I get to Buffgate? How fast is he going?
Were you still holding Alexia?
I'm still holding Lexi, trying to get him to latch his tongue on something.
Considering it's your familiar, you're controlling it, I'll have you roll for your familiar.
All right, straight roll or
Give me a strength roll.
Oh, that's mine.
That's a 20?
Yeah.
Ooh. So
nat 20.
Nat 20. You hold Alexi up above the crashing waves of this high current river. Alexi's prehensile tongue latches onto one of these outstretched roots and immediately, like a yo-yo, just
pulls you both out of the water. And Goonie, you see Alexi pull him out, and you're like, okay.
I jump out of the water. I'm bobbing with a thumbs up.
And both of you are able to make it to this passageway right here.
That was fun.
So we're going to zoom out and zoom back into Halen and Melee. You're heading down this passageway, much the same as you had before. Now, I'm going to want... Who's going in? Who's leading?
I'm lead.
You're leading?
Well, I was going to be in front checking stuff, and if there's a problem, I backflip over you.
That's right. I remember that.
Okay. Cool. So Halen is leading. You both make it to a river.
Hey
back
there,
to
friend.
The river.
We're right across the way.
Guys?
Like,
Hey,
Tony?
hey,
What are you doing here?
did you guys find the green one?
No.
No.
Oh, well,
We just
that's
took a
what
little
you're supposed.
path.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, y'all find the yellow one?
Buffgate, did we find the yellow one?
We found a lot
we
of
haven't.
water.
We found a lot of water. We found the blue one, and then more blue stuff.
You make your way back to that central area. You make your way back through another passageway.
So we came back right where we started.
Where are we going? Okay, I
And
see.
you come up
Halen, where
to
are we
a
going?
left or a right turn.
Take a hard left,
You take a hard left.
right?
Correct.
I don't know. Do you take a left or do you take a right?
We're going this
I'm
way.
like, Halen, do we go left or right?
Left,
We
apparently.
wanted to be northwest, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna go west. Let's go left.
The westerly position took us to a river. I look at my quickly made compass. Well, the one that was on my belt.
Are we lost?
And now
And we gotta go west is left, so
Yeah,
you
west is
move,
left.
make your way left again, and you go down further. You come across this beautifully engraved wooden door. It is made of different, like almost as if vines have wrapped their way to block this passageway. You come across this door, and there are 5 torches. One is lit with a blue flame.
this looks like what the cardinal told us about.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Is he a pigeon?
He's an albatross.
Albatross. I think it's an albatross.
Okay, bigger.
It's like a pelican.
One, the blue one's lit
Beefy
up. That
pigeon.
was goons.
Yeah, I remember. And then you were going after red and green. So
Let's light these bad boys up.
all right. So
You move further and further down the
Hilarious. Take a
passageways.
left and then just go in a circle.
This is a labyrinth.
Yeah, it's tough to walk through this super flowery part, so I'm trying to leave footprints, knocking it down.
And you notice a very strong impression of a boot as you leave this area.
and then it grows itself back up.
My boot, right? Not somebody else's boot.
Not somebody else's boot.
Okay.
no, May just steps over the boot print.
And you move further down as these winding paths that just take you left, right, down dead ends
I ask Halen.
after
Are we
dead
lost?
ends after another.
Well, just as long as we don't find a minotaur in here, I'm good.
Or
This
us
is like
again.
the switchbacks of hiking.
Oh God.
Is if you keep going down winding tunnels and reaching dead ends, it's like the switchbacks of hiking.
The 99 switchbacks at Mount Whitney.
Yeah. Yes.
God.
Exactly.
Luckily, if
So-
we keep our right hand on the wall when we're trying to leave,
Yeah.
we will at some point make it out.
So, Halen, you cross this one section that leads. You've gone as far west as you possibly could, and you're starting to make your way north. I want you to make me a perception roll, if you would, please.
Okay. But I have disadvantage, so I'm going to roll again.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, that would have been a 25.
Whoa.
So instead, it is an 18.
18.
Still good. Still good.
Yes.
Just as you turn this corner, you look down and see this stone that is raised up further than the rest of the stones surrounding it. As your foot almost steps on it, you stop.
May,
Yeah.
I think there's traps. Keep an eye on your footfalls.
All right. I look down, and do I also notice now that he's pointed it out, do I notice I look at them like that?
Yeah.
All right.
I could have made you make a roll, but he pointed it out. Yeah.
I think it's so funny. He's like, "Hey, watch out for this spot right here," and you're like, "I can't tell what it is. I can't perceive it. What you're
Don't
pointing
touch
to me.
anything.
Stop
Step.
moving. Now that we know about the ground, I'll keep an eye on every other surface to make sure nothing else is happening.
All right.
All right.
You were gonna kill me.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for
Dead
my
end.
chance.
Let's go right instead, May.
Right this way.
You hopscotch through this chamber, dodging these raised stone pallets, and you make your way into a large open room.
Before I get into that room, can I want to look at the walls to see if I can see what type of traps they were. I'm looking for arrow holes or some type of hole to shoot at.
You definitely see a large number of different holes in the wall that you can discern probably is some sort of dart trap.
Okay. When we get into the room, I want to check to see if there's one trap within legs distance from being inside the room.
You do not notice any sort of pressure plates or any sort of trip wires, anything of that nature.
Okay.
And you make your way into this room, and there is a pale green light that emits this entire room. You see a desecrated shadow, its head missing, with a spear risen overhead. Its other hand is reaching out as if beckoning to guide you.
May, I think this one's mine.
Looks like it.
If it happens the same way it happened to Goonie, I might get pulled into a different, dimension.
Yeah.
And something might pop up for you.
Yeah, we just gotta, put it back, is what they say.
If I can get whatever crystal it was inside, whatever it is.
Then just...
Are you good to wait it out?
I'm good. Then I unsheath my sword. I'm like, I'm ready.
Just in case.
Yeah.
It looked like the traps were arrows in the walls.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's more, so this is a last-ditch effort. But maybe army crawl your way through so something else gets hit by him.
Got it.
And I'm gonna walk up to the spear-laden, desecrated shadow to see if I can find the lit up green sprite.
You can see the sprite circling above the statue.
I'm gonna outreach my hand like the statue was to the sprite.
As your fingers reach the statue's outstretched hand, your hands meet. You see a vision of a dark city. It seems like its only light comes from a swirling pool below it. Green light emits from this pool. And you see a swirling tornado comes and turns this glowing pool into darkness.
The light's gone?
The light fades. And you fade backwards until you see a dim light slowly as a green flame emits in your vision. You see the rest of your surroundings come to be, and the statue is sitting there with its guiding hand, green flame in its palm.
It has a head this time, or still no head?
Still no head.
I'm gonna look for a head if there's a head in this room.
You can't see a solid head, but you can see a bunch of rubble surrounding the statue. It seems as if the head was lopped right off and then smashed into a million bits.
All right, I'm going to reach out to the hand with the flames.
The flame feels cool.
I'm going to try to take the flame.
The flame emits on your hand, and it doesn't burn you, and it seems to stay, but it's quite dim as it stays on your hand.
I'm gonna take out my pendant that I got from Targus and try to put the flame in it.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana, if you would, please. That's going to be on your skill section.
It's intelligence, right?
Yes.
7.
You see, like, a momentary light up in the gem as you come close, but the flame does not take to the gem itself. It stays lit dully on your hand.
I'm going to put the flame back in its hand to see if it fuels itself again.
As you reach hands with the statue, like, your hand erupts in flame, but you look at the surrounding room and you see some of the torches around that are unlit.
I'm going to light all the torches with the green flame.
You do so, and you hear almost a discernible click echo through the halls of this labyrinthian passage.
And it's just the same labyrinth, but without May.
May is still there, actually.
I think this is a puzzle.
Well, I should probably solve it fast.
Doesn't seem like there's any danger right now.
Right, what do you do?
There was a click. Just have to find where that click was. The flame, I'm going to be holding the flame because I just lit all the things. I just want to be hopscotching my way back and see how the flame does the further I get from the statue.
It slowly dulls into a dying ember. As you reach the trap-laden passage, it goes out.
So,
I'm going to Jenga the spear. I'm going to see if the spear's loose in the guy's hand.
Give me a strength roll.
Well, I wanted to see if it was loose. Oh, just a 18. I have +0. It's just solid.
It's a solid statue.
Okay. I'm going to grab the pieces of the head that are on the ground. I'm going to put them in my hand. I'm going to take a bigger stone and kind of crush them up a little bit so that I have almost dust of statue in my hand. And then I'm going to put the flame on the dust of the head.
You solved it.
Odds or evens?
oh,
It's a 7.
That'd be a 2, my dude.
It's my least favorite.
The other 7.
It stays. I'll give you this.
So anxious.
I'll give you this. It stays lit a little bit further than the passage, but it does go out.
May,
yeah.
can you take this guy's hand off for me?
You want me to rip his hand off?
Can you break the hand off this statue for me? Make sure the hand stays intact, but can you just take his arm off?
Sure. I guess I can.
Yeah, here, right at the. I'm gonna point right at the shoulder. So can you smack him? Just smack him right here.
All right. So I take the pommel of my sword and I start hitting at the area he's.
Roll me an attack roll, if you would, please.
God damn it!
Does a 10 do it?
10 hits. It's an unmoving
Yes.
object. As your axe connects with the shoulder of this statue, you feel your hands go ice cold as your axe breaks from your grip. Give me 2d6 necrotic damage, if you would, please.
I have 10 necrotic damage.
That's 10 necrotic damage to you, May.
Okay, so...
Necrotic damage can't be healed until a long rest, right?
That's right.
Then... Cool.
You feel your hands almost become frostbitten as the edges turn a slight black color. And you lose grip of your axe as it bounces off of the statue.
May, are you okay?
I think.
Let me see your hands.
And I extend my hand to Halen. How's it look, man?
It'll be fine.
Yeah?
It's not great.
What does that mean?
I can't heal you right now.
Okay. Awesome. Well, just remind me to go to the cleric when we get out of here.
I'll do my best.
All right. Or I hope we meet a cleric while we're down here.
We could take a rest. Not right now, though.
No.
Okay.
Let's just. I'm good. Let's just go. It happens.
I'm just gonna grab one of the torches that I lit and carry that instead.
So you grab one of the green lit torches and make your way down the passageway. My bad. My bad.
Oh, well, while that happens, May takes her flask out and pours a little bit of the alcohol on the necrotic wound.
It stings a little bit at like pins and needles as you pour.
And then I cut out a piece of my tunic and I wrap it around where my hand is damaged.
So
does this work? Do these torches work? Is it staying lit?
The torch stays lit as you move through the corridors. We're going to go ahead and zoom out and zoom in to Goon and Jeff, who have scampered their way out of the river and into this passageway over here. And you make your way down this way towards this yellow sprite. Who's leading?
I think
It has to be me.
yeah, that probably makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, that,
It's me.
But I am giving him directions because I have the detect magic going.
For sure. So I'll even do this to make things a little bit easier. So you're going through this little passageway through here. You make your way all the way down to this area here. I want Goon to give me a perception roll, please.
8.
You walk through these moss-laden passageways, and your foot drops down on this tiny little mushroom, and you notice as you step on it, it releases a vast spore cloud into the air. Go ahead and give me a constitution roll if you would. A constitution saving throw if you would, please.
Oh, that's pretty good. 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that's a save.
Pretty good, that 20.
That's going to be 2d6 poison damage halved.
All right.
Wow. I just rolled 11.
Am I rolling for that or are you rolling for that?
He rolled the damage.
I rolled for trap damage. That's going to be 11 halved. So let's make that 5 damage to you, Jeff. As you... and you
Jeff.
sneeze
Ooh.
out this horridly viscous phlegm out of your nose.
Jeff, wear a mask. Jesus.
That's weird. That's never happened.
Yeah, that
breathing,
looks gross.
breathing, sneezing.
What did you do?
What has cursed me? Goon, you stepped on the mushroom.
So I did. My bad. I didn't throw up. Do you have like allergies or something?
No, of course not.
You look like you have allergies.
No. All right. So I'll try to like fan it away.
And that helps get your sneezes out. As you open your eyes from your last sneeze, you look into the passageway and see a gold-laden room.
Whoa.
Is that what we're looking for?
It seems that you look above into the room and you see a yellow sprite hovering and circling the statue, and it seems its gold light bounces off of the room itself, reflecting the golden surfaces of this room.
Jeff's gonna go around, on some of the surfaces and just do like a little scratch test on the surfaces to see if it's actual gold.
You can tell, like, it's the gold doesn't pull from the surface, and it seems to be real.
All right.
You want to grab that sprite?
Oh, yeah.
And the sprite circles above a depiction of a voluptuous man.
Voluptuous where?
He's got
He's-
big old butt cheeks. Let's go.
He's got
Hey.
some good hell of a fucking belly that is,
Oh,
and
Oh, he's a portly fellow.
yeah, there we go.
he's
That's
got
the
a
word I was
gut.
looking for.
Voluptuous is
He's got
like
man.
What if a
He's got
Oh, he
man.
should have
That
had
man
definitely
has.
had some
Thought he had
nice
some
curves.
Voluptuous
Yeah,
is
that's what I was
the
thinking.
word
That's what I'm
used
thinking.
to
He
describe
has
the woman
kinda
in
like.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit?
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
Jessica Rabbit.
That would be voluptuous.
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't a voluptuous man.
I was like, he's got some man titties.
He's.
I was like,
This is a. You come across this statue depicting a more portly fellow, and he is. In one of his hands is a horn that has a group of grapes,
Cornucopia?
cornucopia of grapes flowing from its open mouth. You look upon this man's face, and it is smiling, a broad smile with soft eyes.
Buffgate, it's you.
Jeff looks down at it, and Jeff is quite thin. It's like, really?
Well, yeah, except for
start-
the grapes.
You start checking yourself out in the reflection. It's kind of
reflection.
It's kind of distorted.
oh no, don't.
Are you gonna climb the statue and grab that thing? I think this is a time sensitive
Jeff pulls out
situation.
some rice cakes and just starts munching. All right, yeah. So you said one hand had the grapes, the other one has the flame.
The other one is
Doesn't-
an
doesn't-
open
or-
hand.
Oh, he does. I don't see a flame on him.
You don't see a flame
Oh.
on this statue.
Okay, I guess I'll pluck one. I'll pluck one grape and I'll eat one of the grapes. Is it are actual grapes or are they gold grapes?
It's a solid statue.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's just a statue, like statue grape. Okay,
Statue grapes.
Okay, I'll take his open hand and I'll like place my hand on his hand, and maybe I'll cradle the grapes.
Buffgate, what the fuck are
And
you
a flame
doing?
erupts from the open hand.
Jeff just turns around like, I don't know.
Grab the sprite.
Oh, right.
Remember, that's what I did in the other room. I grabbed the sprite.
Jeff like turned around as he's just like,
But I let him
Like,
do it for 45 seconds. Like I
fondling the
really let
grapes.
him like try to perfect the pose. And I'm just leaning on a counter watching him.
And a flame erupts from this statue's hand. Gold, like a plasmic gold, erupts from this statue's hand.
so okay. So I see flame. Is anything happening here or
This plasmic gold flame seems to almost trickle down.
Why'd you gotta do that though?
What, you've never heard of trickle down economics? Different sparks from this statue's hand go off and bounce off the walls, and you see the other torches of the room light up with the same golden flame.
That was easy.
see Goon? I obviously
Nailed it.
Obviously, fondling the grapes was
Yep.
the right call here.
Yeah, totally the right call.
And we don't have to tell anybody about this.
Already wrote it in my journal.
We're gonna go ahead and zoom out and zoom back into our other group at that mention. So we have Halen and May. They go through these horrid catacombs as you start to see almost shadows of red bouncing off the walls of the corridors above in front of you.
All right, let's go in. I guess this one's mine.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Do we fondle the statue?
Why would we fondle a statue?
I don't know, just something. I kind of got a hunch about that from somewhere. I don't know. Just sounds like something
if
Jeff
that's
would
what
do.
Buffgate?
Yeah, just sounds like something you would do, right?
He is a fondler, isn't he?
Yeah.
Buffgate the Fondler.
Anyways, so I guess I just grabbed the thing, right? So what do I?
Whatever you feel.
You step into the corridor. Go ahead and give me, either one of you, a perception roll.
Can we both do it?
Yeah.
I think I have
Let's do it.
21.
29?
You look up at this bubbling cauldron that is throwing off specks of what you can only imagine to be this acidic substance that if you would have tripped this vine, this cauldron would have splashed down and burned both you and May.
Oh shit.
So you aptly step over this vine and make it into this blood red corridor. And you see a statue of a Meradrian with long flowing hair. The statue has equipped a shield beating against its chest with an outstretched fist raised into the air.
I guess this one. All right, I'll do the thing. Just anything happens, and well,
I'll just stay away from the cauldron.
yeah. All right, so I grab the sprite, or I kind of like hold my hand out towards the red sprite.
And the sprite cautiously, shyly spirals towards the palm of your hand before zipping straight to the outstretched fist of the statue as you see the statue become pure flesh. And you can see an army of mortals, Meradrians, behind this leader. And you see almost an outline of this person shoot out from the person as it fades away, and another one, as it makes a fractal line leading to the last thing that you see are your parents. And you come to and see the statue with its raised fist in the air, aflame with blood red.
May?
Fuck. Mom, Dad? Mom? Dad?
May? May? Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. Just, no. Did you see that?
The fist went in flames.
Oh. I guess it is. Oh, man. I guess I'll just torch thing, right? Next.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I want everybody to make me a group perception check.
28.
12.
9. Wait, yes, 9.
22.
So both, like everybody except for May, you hear an echo ring out through the halls. And you are able to recognize not only your names being called out, but the voice that is calling out is Charvalko's.
Jeff, Goonie, May, Halen.
Jeff, we gotta go.
Char? Goon, did you hear that too?
Yeah, I did. We should go. We
that-
should find the others.
Was that Charvalko?
Huh?
And you
Was
hear
that Charvalko?
nothing but echoes.
Wait, what's going on?
Guys?
So you follow the echoes of Charvalko's voice, and you find yourselves in a familiar room with the statue of the woman holding the hourglass, now with her outstretched hand alit in a white flame. So, like, you all regroup in this room, and as the four of you reach the room, you see Charvalko make his way from the northern passage, and he comes from out of the shadows.
Guys, I will run up to Halen and I'll give him a hug. You're okay.
I'm gonna be patting him on the back. I'm confused.
I saw you die.
You saw me die?
What? Yeah, you fell in the ditch with all the spikes in it. May pulled you out.
The ditch with the spikes in it.
Wait, what?
Char, where have you been? You disappeared, man.
Yeah, last thing we saw you was you and Xavier were kind of getting into it.
Where is Xavier?
You just disappeared. Looked out. Wait, we sent Mika after you.
Did you find Mika?
I never saw Mika. I saw Sachens, my mentor from the Imperial City, but I was trying to find the man that Mika told me about, but I don't know if I missed him or if I went to the wrong place or what happened, and am I still seeing things as if I was in the timeless place?
How about you go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw?
Okay. That's at 8.
And you look at the walls, and through the creases you see sand falling, as if the sand was the grout. It flows between the cracks of the brick.
And so do they look kind of incorporeal like they did when I was there, or do they look solid?
Oh, it looks like you were back at...
So they look kind of a little translucent almost.
Mm-hmm.
Sachens took me to this temple because he said it was the only place that wasn't disappearing. And I saw these glowing orbs and they all took off, and so I followed the white one, and I saw you fall in this ditch and you died.
Char, I always see you looking at the stars. Were the stars different?
Did I notice the stars?
You noticed that through all of your stargazing, especially sitting atop the roofs of the Imperial City, you have certainly gained some knowledge of the stars in the sky. And during your time in between, you noticed that the constellations were in fact different.
There versus here. In the timeless world versus back on. Okay.
Yes. I'll say this, the stars seem to twinkle in and out of time much faster. Like they almost burned extremely brightly in the sky and dissipated and appeared in different places.
Yeah, they were... Everything was just shifting, and as if it was there, but it wasn't. I was trying to find the Echo Knight Mika told me about.
And you just found Sachin.
Yeah, he was lost there. And we went through the temple. I saw Goonie light up the statue. How did you guys get here?
We were told to come here.
Yeah, we went to
A bird feller.
Cardinal.
A little birdie told us.
It was Cardinal Albatross. He was
He's a Seahawk of some kind.
He's an albatross, I think.
That's right.
That's a different kind of bird.
Mm.
And how much time has passed?
Closer to like one day.
I was gonna say it's been like
you
a day
flew
and a
over there.
half.
Oh,
You flew over there. It's
a
been
day.
a day.
The time in this dungeon really distorts you, so
what is
feels
time
like 10 days.
but a construct?
So a full day's passed. Okay. So I think I got where I wanted to go, but I didn't. I don't know. I don't know what went wrong.
How long has it been for you?
Yeah.
An hour? 2, maybe? Everything... It's really hard to tell. Do you guys see the sand?
Sand?
Do you guys see the...
He's back?
Get my sand out.
No. Do you guys see
You look at the
how
hour.
everything is shifting?
No.
No?
That's a resounding no.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You want to process this on the outside of this temple, maybe?
Yeah.
A little safer that way?
Yeah, let's get out.
Wait,
Good to see you.
We have...
Glad you're safe.
Remember,
I pat him on the shoulder.
we also had to do, something about the torches.
Man, I found the door.
Yeah, we found the door.
We found the door.
May, Halen, did you light the torches?
We haven't gone to the torches yet.
What did you say?
But we have our fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, my statue thing lit up as well.
Charvalko knows exactly where this spot is.
Yeah, that's where I just came from.
You came from the locked door?
Yeah, I lit my torch.
So it'll be 2. We saw blue. Yours was done.
Yeah. All right, lead the way. Time is of the essence.
Everyone's torches are lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, gold's done. It
I'll lead
practically
it back
lit
to where
itself.
the door was.
Didn't have to do anything.
It almost lit the entire room on fire, actually. We'll
All
fix
right,
that.
We're going
let's
to
go.
We're going to
go
the door.
I take them to where the door is.
And as the
before we go, I want to look in the hourglass. Do I see the sand in there?
The sand seems to be... It's a strong detail, but it is definitely all in the bottom of the hourglass.
Okay, I take them where the door is.
And you make your way to this beautifully embroidered embedded door. And you see each of the 5 torches are lit in different colors.
I forget, was there a script written around the door?
Around the door, no.
There was.
We just say melon when we get to it.
Cantaloupe, honeydew, melon, any of those will work.
As the 5 of you approach closer to the door, you see the vines recede into the earth itself. And slowly but surely, a set of double doors is standing before you. And it looks at you, and it kind of... These doors do a little curtsy as each of them part to a separate side of the hallway.
Are we going in?
I was just yes-anding.
Charvalko walks through.
And before you go into this open chamber, and it's an open courtyard sits before you, wrapped in every species of tree imaginable. And the outstretched roots seem to make up the entire forest path. You can, even on closer inspection, you can see that they almost pulsate with life.
The trees pulsate?
The roots pulsate with life.
The roots, okay.
Weird.
And you see in front of you 6 pedestals arranged, 5 pedestals on the outside, 1 on the middle. As your eyes make your way up from the floor to the pedestals, your eyes come upon a large spanning tree, a weeping willow. Its branches drape around the entire forest, draping and almost cradling the trees around it. And you can see, looking at the leaves, they have, each of their veins are inlaid with a pale green light. And you see just at the base of the trunk of the Tree of Spirits, the figure of a person encrusted in vines.
I will run up to the figure. Does it look... It doesn't look like a statue.
It's not a statue.
It's like a person.
It's as if all of the vines of the forest came and wrapped around this person.
Were you came from this room? This person was in here with you already?
I haven't made it into this room yet.
Oh,
I
bad.
came back in front
I
of
go
the
up
door.
I go up to one of the vines and I just try to pull it off, see if I can how easy it comes off.
What if you hurt it?
I want to
Like
help.
gently, just gentle strength.
I want to help.
As you go and grab at this vine, and it almost, at your touch, you can feel a quick reflex, almost as if it was in shock, and then it slowly relaxes and allows you to pull it free from the tangle.
Okay, so I start pulling the vines free.
I'm helping.
Is my detect magic going off on in this area towards the vines?
Good lord, magic is everywhere around you.
All right, I'm gonna do dispel magic on the vine figure.
The vines are as you can see,
What if they're keeping her
Jeff,
alive? What
you're
if
seeing as they pull the vines away, they don't seem to be constricting back as if they're trying to keep a hold. They are loosely coming off, as if they're complying to your touch.
If I wave my torch around the vines, not to set them on fire, but almost to as if I was looking at something in the dark, to shine the light of the torch on them, does that reveal anything about the vines?
They recede from the fire in fright.
I'm gonna go hold her hand.
And you see the vines recede and reveal an outstretched hand. And the rest of the vines unravel at that exact moment. And you see an elvish person standing before you. Dimitri, would you like to go ahead and introduce your character for us?
To the party or to the people?
To everyone.
Both.
Everyone? Yeah.
Everyone.
Anyone.
So do I awaken from my eternal slumber?
You come to, and one of the last things you remember, both your sister and your mother had on either side of you, grasping your shoulders, and each of them held your hand as you came upon this amazing great tree that you've only heard about in stories. And there you can just hear them telling you, don't worry, it's going to be all right. It's going to be just fine. And then you're in front of the same tree, surrounded by these 5.
I'm still holding your hand.
Oh, that's right.
Halen holding your hand.
I look down at... Which hand are you holding?
I'm holding... You had your right hand out, and I use my right hand to...
Okay, I look at the person holding my hand, and I say, who are you? And then I look at the party, and I'm like, hello?
Hey.
What does
Who are you?
look like?
Okay. Destiny is a very pale-ish looking 5'7", bright blue-eyed, long, white, snowy hair elf. And she's wearing a nice white-ish, cloak in a way.
I'm Halen, and this is my ragtag group of friends.
How do you do?
Does she look like the same kind of translucency that everyone else looks like, or is she solid?
She has some of the same hue as the rest of the people. I'll give you... Actually, go ahead and give me one more wisdom saving throw, if you would.
Okay. That's a 10.
You noticed as you went into this courtyard that some of the sand seemed to dissipate, and it seemed more earthy and real.
The colors were more vibrant, and
the colors were more vibrant, and it didn't seem that forms were drifting off. So everything seems solidified in this moment for you.
Charvalko just stares, mouth open.
What's your name?
My name is Destiny. How did you find me? Where am I?
Yeah, you're
in a puzzle room.
Yeah,
It took us a lot to get through here. And
You think in the Enchanted Forest or something like that?
Yeah, we're in the Spirit Wood.
Yeah, because
Which forest was it?
Spirit Wood.
The Hollowed Wood.
Hollowed Wood.
Yeah, Destiny, right?
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to be a cleric, would you?
No. I am a druid.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, wow, a druid. Well, it's pretty rare. You don't see those in the Empire. Or I don't think I've ever met a druid. What is a druid?
It's a very good question. It's a very complicated question. Let's see. Well, first and foremost, I'm an elf. But I look towards the moon saloon as my goddess and guide. And I have healing abilities. Yeah, we can do that.
We like that. We root for those.
May is like, do I show her? So May is like, can you do something about this? And I show my necrotically damaged normal hand.
I take your hand. I take both of my hands and inspect your hand, and I say, I don't know. Let me try. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds and see if that will help.
So at first, as you lay your hands upon this encrusted, necrotic hand that Melee presents to you, like, the normal feeling that you're, like, it should be healing by now, right? Like, why is this taking so long? And then the rest of you see below you the roots glow in an iridescent way as they connect to Demetra, and Melee's hand glows the same way that the roots are growing, and her hand is returned to normal.
Incredible.
Oh, hey, look. It worked.
Bravo.
Holy shit.
Are you looking
thank
for a
you.
group? You need
Thanks.
a team?
Are you looking for a job?
Yeah. You got contracts, right? I got a guy with a contract.
Thank you.
Buffgates Industries is hiring.
My pleasure. And you are?
Melee. Or May. Just, people call me Cover, but you can call me May, I guess.
Nice to meet you, May. And then I look at the other group and I'm like, with my eyes asking for their
I
name.
am Jeff.
I'm Goon, and he nods.
Halen.
You were holding my hand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He thought that was the right thing
Is he
to
still
do.
holding your hand?
Yeah. I take it off. I stop holding your hand.
You have very nice hands.
They're soft.
Thank you.
I think Charvalko, just without thinking about it, cast Moment to Think.
Without thinking about it?
Without thinking, yes.
So he just
without
cast
thinking about
Oh,
moment.
definitely give me a wisdom saving throw on this one, please.
He needs it to see if he should take a moment to think.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It just
He just needs a
increments by
moment.
1 every time. I got a 9, so that's an 11.
So you do
natural
like,
9 with 4 and 11.
Like you're sitting in this strange situation. You're meeting a new person, trying to introduce yourself, and you go back. You think of the only thing that you can think of. I've got to take a moment. And you stop time for a second, and you see almost the world reverberates as it becomes almost grainier than it was before. And like you look very closely at the walls surrounding you, and the bricks have turned into floating sand as well as the grout.
I think he takes a second to and he just kind of gathers himself and straightens himself, like adjusts his cloak and fixes his hat, and then comes back and is like, "Whoa, I'm Charvalko," and he's ever so slightly noticing just more not collected, but like put together. Like everything is. Before he was kind of like a little ragged, his clothes was off, disheveled, yeah, and now he's just like straightened up.
He's fixing himself up.
He's come back fixed just instantaneously. I'm Charvalko.
Hi, Charvalko. Welcome back. Has anybody seen my owl?
You're what?
My owl.
Owl?
She's as white as me.
I haven't seen
I
an
sure
owl.
miss her. I wonder where she can be.
What's her name?
I call her Poopery.
What?
Beg pardon?
Literally had to think of something out of the blue and it's Poopery, okay? It came to me as Poopery.
I hope you come up with the best explanation that makes it sound like it's not what it
It
is.
smells like flowers from my forest, okay?
Okay.
That's what flowers from your forest smell like?
Your forests
Our forest is a bunch of durand.
Smells
like
floral.
lemon yuzu mist.
I
Or
think my
purr for
grandma used to
short.
buy poopery at the market, so.
Or purr for short.
It smells like roses.
When Charvalko comes back, is everything still just as grainy, or does it like suddenly rematerialize?
It rematerializes, save for the grout. The grout is drifting like an hourglass.
Charvalko's gonna walk up to the walls, and does the sand like collect in my hand?
Sand seem like you don't see the sand collect.
It just kind of falls through,
It
or it
fall-
disappears before it,
it
touches my
disappears before you.
hand. Okay.
Before
This
it
is
touches.
something that we're all seeing, right?
No, this is him.
He's-
You guys are
This
seeing
is-
me walk up, but you're not seeing what I'm
You
trying
see
to interact with.
Charvalko
Yeah, but
go.
but we see him like touching the walls and.
I was about to say, you see Charvalko go up to the wall as if he's trying to catch some invisible substance. And he's staring at it and he puts his hand back to his side just...
I'm gonna put my hand on Charvalko's shoulder and be like, Charvalko, are you okay, buddy?
I don't know what's going on, Buffgate. Are you here?
Yeah, yes.
And I'm gonna kind
we're-
of like
We're
I'm
all
gonna
here. You're here in front of. You're here in front of me.
I'm gonna touch Jeff, like it, but expecting my hand to go through him, like kind of like almost paw at you, but just like I'm expecting my hand to go through.
And your palm just pats against his...
Yeah.
Against his...
Yeah, I'm gonna grab his hand with both of my hands, be like, right, and just
You-
like hit his palm with my palm. Like I'm real. We're all real, and I'm gonna kind of take you around to each one of us.
And you feel the squeeze as he takes your hand and...
I feel like a drug addict right now. Everyone's like, "I'm here for you, okay?"
We totally understand. You've been through a lot. We're
Charvalko,
all here for you.
I want
Charvalko,
to keep
I don't-
looking at the walls, and I want to see if there's any script on the walls.
There are no scripts on the walls, but you see at each of the pedestals of this circle, there are items placed upon each of these pedestals with an engraved plaque on each of them.
While they're doing that, can Destiny turn back to the tree and she'd like a little branch off of the tree as like a little wand of some sort, if that's possible. If the tree would allow me to take a piece of her branch.
Give me an Arcana check, please. Give me an
First
Arcana check.
roll.
16?
Middling, 11.
As you try to grab one of the branches and pull it off, you can feel resistance as it pulls itself out of your grasp and rejects you from taking a branch.
I just pat it and I'm like, okay, understood.
And you can see the branch that you tried to pull relaxes back into its original position.
So I've been joking around, all excited about the magic items and stuff, and I see her pat it, and I see the vine react to her patting it like very softly, and the tree catches my eye. What do the petals and stuff look like on the tree?
Well, the tree itself.
Like if I walk up to the tree and stare up at it, what do I
think we're
see? What jumps out at me?
I would want you to make either an Arcana or Perception check with advantage even.
18.
18?
Yeah.
As you step below the draping branches of this weeping willow tree. You look into the veins, like you're looking into the leaves of the trees, and they pulsate with a green, pale green light. Like you can see figures almost encompassed, among thousands of leaves, as if pictures were coming off of the leaves themselves. You can see people of every mortal race jumping at night in different some seem to be in battle, some of them are laying down in beds, some pleading for their lives. You can see this shimmering as if wind through the leaves.
I'm gonna go right up to the tree. I'm standing right in front of the tree, and I'm gonna go to put my metal arm on it, and then I stop and I put my actual hand on it. And it just reminds me of something, and then a phrase comes to his brain, and he just repeats it in a whisper, and he says, "Things as they are." And then he takes his hand off the tree, and that feeling of connection goes away, and he's just gonna digest that.
Did you feel the tree?
And he turns around, and he's got tears in his eyes, and he's laughing, and he's like, yeah, it was I don't know who. I'm really happy you're back, Charvalko. And he's getting more emotional. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I just feel I'm very happy that I have you guys. It's cool.
Charvalko's
fucking shit. And he walks away, and he's trying to handle himself.
I think Charvalko's not at the pet. He's just sitting, and he's looking at this vial of sand that is whispering around. And I just keep thinking about Sachen's and the words that he said. And then I think the way that the sand is falling around in the vial reminds me of him disappearing and him saying, "My time is out."
While Char and Buffgate were having a little conversation, now Char's off by himself, and all this was going on with the tree, I was kind of pacing around the area, looking up into the other trees and such, just kind of giving a little hoo, because I'm trying to find an owl.
I was gonna say,
roll me perception.
A hoo check.
With disadvantage, please.
Because you don't speak owl.
Do I hear him go hoo?
You hear Dimitri. You hear him go hoo.
Are you trying to call my owl? Because that's not how it works.
Did you get a 1?
I got a 27, but my second roll was a 20, so I went out at 29. I got 27.
Poopery.
Let me hear you. Let me say this. Far to the south, you hear a 1-2 reply of a hoot.
1-2?
A quick.
But Destiny, this is gonna sound crazy, but in my hooing, I think I heard Poopery answer me from the deep south.
How do you know it was my owl? It could have been any other owl.
From the deep south. Who?
I've never tried to speak to an owl before.
Who, y'all? Who?
I've never tried to speak to an owl before, and the one time I did, one of them responded to me.
I think you did very well, but I have a
hole in the woods.
You have a very nice hoot, but I have a special call for my poopery. I'll teach it to you maybe one day.
Okay, but I still think I spoke to your poopery. I'll take your word for it. You know poopery better than I do.
I mean, I can ask her when we find her.
Okay.
Can I do my special call to her?
You certainly can.
Woo!
Well, that's why you were speaking a different language, friend.
I thought I was calling it owl, not a Doberman.
Yeah, no, that was definitely... It's a Dober owl.
It was a mix of a dog and it was a mix of everything we did and a dog.
Yawning, yes.
Aerodactyl.
I don't think she heard you that first time.
Oh, no, she heard me. Don't worry.
She's like, I don't repeat myself.
I only need to call one.
Perception +3.
While we're waiting for the
Halen's now thinking,
owl,
what the hell did I just call?
can we read? Are we able to read or decipher the?
Yeah, anything on the pedestals? Like we
the plaques.
I will give you... I'll allow each of you one intelligence or history check.
Wait, for what?
Is this the same script that I was
And I'm
seeing?
not even telling you what I will give you either.
18.
18?
Is this the same script that I was seeing?
Yes.
Okay. Is it moving?
It's
just a third.
like it seems to be waving, but it's relatively like solid.
Are these items tangible? Like, can we physically pick them up?
Yes.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Wow.
That's good. That makes sense because you should be able to read it, right?
And I got a 13.
I'll even give him a couple advantages. Yes, because
I got
he's
a
been
16.
trying to decipher this
I don't need
a
it.
few times. But give me a second.
He rolled a nat 20.
He rolled a nat 20. So you go to one of the pedestals outlining the circumference of the stone circle, and you're almost drawn to the one with this illustrious hat that seems to, like, you don't know if it's necessarily of this world. As you look at it, you're like, wait, is this from the place I just came from? Because it seems to change with the tides and the winds, and it just seems to shift and turn and change as time goes on. But Jeff, you see Charvalko move towards this hat, and you can immediately identify it as a hat of disguise.
I think Charvalko... I can read the inscription, right?
You are able to decipher the first letter as a C and the last one as an O.
Charvalko gets off the ground and walks up to the pedestal, and I'm still holding the jar of sand, and I'll rest my hand on the pedestal, and I think it's almost instinctual. Like, before I was trying to read and trying to decipher the letters as they were moving. Do I see all the names clearly then?
You start to see all of the names clearly as you look at the pedestal that is standing before you, and you can make out your name. And the rest of you 5, you start to be drawn towards a certain pedestal yourselves.
I think Charvalko, kind of grabs his head for a second and immediately pulls out the map and all of the inscriptions that he had, and Charvalko looks very childish, and all of his innocence and loneliness, and he just kind of drops all of his guards and is just looking at these maps and his inscriptions and trying to go through and decipher everything else that he's written down.
You're looking at these notes, these etchings that you made of the different plaques that you've come across in this same script, and each of you go to these pedestals. Now, allow me to read these off if you would. Charvalko, you are driven towards this hat of disguise, and I'm allowing a ritual spell casting from Jeff Buffgate. He's going to be able to identify each of these magical items fully. Now, a hat of disguise sits at the pedestal that Charvalko is standing in front of. Halen, you come across this pair of bracers. They are bracers of archery. And we come across Destiny, and you look at this unseeming little bag, but you open it up, and what else comes flying out but Poopery herself?
You see, I told you she'd hear my call.
Fear sets in.
Is that what she sounds like?
That's what he said.
Destiny is so happy right now.
Poopery and
Yeah, we were
Zoidberg
avoiding
come
that.
out of the back of the hole.
And so it's
You didn't
you just
know
smell
that
her.
Poopery actually had lobster claws instead of talons.
No, that's just what Destiny thought all owls look like.
Fear sets in as I wonder what talked to me when I was hooing before.
I will slowly take off my hat and I will put the new one on. And I'm still thinking about Ori.
As you feel like you see the rest of the party, you see Charvalko change into this older Eladrin. The very, 5 o'clock white shadow of a beard. Just ageless wrinkles and crow's feet coming out of his eyes and his brow.
Char, you don't need to disguise yourself from us. We know what you look like.
Then I think about Randall Sand. Do I turn into Randall Sand?
Actually, honestly,
Yeah, we
based,
beat the tar out of him.
I'm not even joking. Based on the wording of the Hat of Disguise, yes. The rest of you see this old ladrin just slowly crust up, and you see the flowing, ever-changing face of this being that you've seen before, and the only thing that you can recognize is a green, smiling grin. Yeah, Halen, you feel the hourglass vibrates,
I'm gonna take it out.
and a glint of green flashes across the glass.
Shut up. It's my friend. I'm gonna shake him a little bit.
And then I quickly turn back into myself, but wearing what I think the Equinite armor looks like.
And you haven't seen it, but you can only remember it from your stories told to you as a kid.
I have a description written in here. I don't know who gave it to me.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Mika, but the Equinite armor looks like translucent sea glass.
There we are. We're gonna move off to May. You see this brooch laden with 2 swirling dragons that seem to wrap around each other in an infinity symbol. And you pick this brooch up. It is a brooch of shielding.
Okay, what does that do?
So a brooch of shielding is going to give you pluses to resistance of force damage, and most importantly, you're now going to be immune to any magic missile spell.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, specifically the spell
I
magic
can't shoot
missiles
her?
or any projectile
No,
magic
you
spell?
can't.
Specifically magic missile.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to not miss.
It's supposed
It's
to
a
never
guaranteed hit,
miss.
Yeah.
Oh.
And now she
Mine
is.
don't miss.
Now you are completely immune to magic missile.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, so then I take the brooch and then I actually undo the sash around my waist and then I rearrange it. I throw it over my shoulder and I attach it with the brooch
Mhm.
to my armor as well.
Fuck yeah.
So,
Pretty sick.
and then it's like this dragon and I'm like, people notice that she stands up a little bit straighter, a little bit more, less, more like commanding. More commanding.
Much more proud.
Yeah.
And Halen, you come across these bracers, and you have never felt such quality out of a bracer before. You have worked with Blightwatch, and everything has always been so rough and horribly hewn. And these pair of bracers are the most immaculate thing that you have come across. You slip them on with the utmost of ease, and you draw your bowstring across, and it glides right across the bracers like butter, smooth as silk, and you have never felt such a smooth pull from one of your bowstrings before. You are going to be getting a bonus of +2 to your damaged rolls with any of your bows. Any of your ranged attacks are going to have +2 to each of their damage. You also have proficiency with both long bows and short bows if you didn't already. You stretch your hand in the bracers and it just feels right. And Jeff, you come across this, you look at this bag after everything that you've been through, and you cannot help but scoff at how mundane this bag looks. Until you recognize it as a bag of holding from your identify magic spell. Yes.
As soon as I identify it as a bag of holding, Jeff starts crying because he had a bag of holding in his shop. And it just brings back all the memories.
And you can see an imprint on the leather of the bag of a brick.
I'm gonna reach into this bag of holding and see if there's anything in it.
You reach into the bag of holding and a pool of gems comes pouring out. No. As they tinker to the forest ground, you can count, you're looking, assessing, and you're just like counting up rubies, sapphires, emeralds, diamonds. Oh, this has got to be at least 500 gold pieces in gems. Nice. If I were to be so meta about it. And last but not least, we go into the center of the circle. And
the center of the circle?
The center of the circle encompassed around these other 5 around the circumference of the circle. And Goon walks into the center, looks at these 2 stones in the depiction of people yelling. You can see one of them is outstretched hand yelling at one another, as if in direct opposition of another. Each of them has a large ear with a hole in the center, and you can tell, based off of Jeff's identify, that these are sending stones.
Nice. Pair of walkie-talkies.
And you speak into one of these sending stones.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
As it comes, oh, nice. And echoes, oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Feedback loop.
Oh, nice.
It's the worst screeching you could possibly hear.
And yeah,
it's an annoyomatic.
Yeah, there are 2 of these sending stones, and it seems that they almost immediately communicate without, and like, it doesn't seem to have any charge on it even.
I put one in my pocket and I go and put the other one inside the tree.
I'm gonna walk up to Halen and I'm gonna hand you my hat.
Your old hat?
Yes.
the new one.
I'm holding it and I'm looking back at you. I put it on my head and I tip it to him and I'm just watching his eyes.
A new hat that looks like the original hat that I left with the crime boss in the bottom of the dwarf, rusty coat hanger.
Yeah, we still have
the hat that you left.
We also still did bring back a cultist,
we still
alive.
do that. So a version of that hat just appears on my head and I tip it back.
Well done.
And then he looks away and I look at Goon and I start to take the hat off.
And I will also give you my billowing cloak.
Thank you. And he's just staring at me.
You look like
Charvalko.
Shit with the new bracers on.
Did you say I look like shit?
With everything else looks extra bad with the new bracers on. So I'm giving you stuff so that it matches.
I'm just gonna start putting the.
So I'm
the
like,
cloak.
I'm looking back at Goonie. I'm like, yes.
I'm gonna start putting the billowing cloak.
That's what I'm trying to say.
In my bag.
You're sharp. You look sharp with your sleeking. You look
and
sleek.
Then I'm gonna. As I finish putting the billowing cloak in my bag, and then I'm gonna, because it's like kind of ratty greenish drab that I'm wearing. I'm going to start walking over behind the trees. And then as I'm going between the trees, I'm going to toss the billowing cloak on and start walking between the trees to show people that now I stand out. And the whole point of my clothes is to make it so it's harder for people to see.
Is the billowing cloak is
billowing.
No. It doesn't
Flowy.
always billow. It doesn't
Flowy.
always billow.
The billowing cloak only sometimes billows.
It billows when you want it
billowing
to.
cloak.
It billows when you want it to.
It's the
But
50% chance of billowing
It's
cloak.
pure. It's pure. It's whatever that fucking one.
It's
black
made out
is.
of pure
Fanta black?
billows.
Fanta black. Yeah.
But that stands out.
No, but with like little
billow colored.
specks of almost like stars in it.
But once again, I'm trying to show you
So you look like
that
the
I'm
night
not trying to
sky.
stand out.
It blends in.
Among the fog of the hollowed wood, you can see a black outline of Halen walking through these woods.
We'll just keep the billowing cloak in case you
I put
end
it
up
in my bag.
Yeah. You look good. You look good. I was just giving you shit.
But I keep the hat on. I just pretend I don't.
The hat
pretend
is
I don't like
the hat
it.
is brown. It's like a very rich woody brown.
We should probably get out of here though. I feel like we've been in here for like 3 days or something.
Go. It's only been a day, right?
As you
Where are we going?
just after each of you have grabbed these items off of the pedestal, you notice that the roots have slowly started to encompass the circle that was formed by the items. And so these roots come and circle this stone circle that you're in, and they illuminate, pulsating. Illuminate again. Shock waves of light go through. Green, white, yellow, red, blue. Until they all go up the trunk of the Tree of Spirits. And you can see the strands start to take on different colors until a beam of light shoots out of the base of the Tree of Spirits into the sky, twirling, twisting. And almost as fast as it appeared, it comes and sucks back into the ground as the roots stay in place and the illumination fades.
Miss Destiny, what in the Captain Planet was that?
That was so pretty, wasn't it?
You never seen that happen before?
No, not in my lifetime.
Oh, okay. Well, some mysteries will just remain that, a mystery.
Yeah, but can we get out of here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We have a couple of things. We have a couple of things we have to get done. If you would like to tag along with us, Destiny, we'd be more than happy to have you.
Well, I was actually out. I was taking my own trip away from my family to kind of explore the world and see what it is, and I had nowhere in particular to go. Really, I would love to join you for now.
All right. Well, everyone all right with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine with it.
All right. Well, tag along with us and try not to get killed.
She doesn't respond. She doesn't know how to process that yet.
It's a good idea not to get killed. It's food for thought.
I actually may immediately remember something, and she has to talk to Char about something urgent. So I trot over to Char, and I'm like, hey Char, and I'm like, wait, you smell nice. What's that smell?
Thank you. I think I just smell nice.
Oh, all right. It smells like, I don't know, lemon and honey, lavender.
Oh, that might be the owl.
Oh, okay. I'll have to. Anyways.
What's up?
We need a cultist. Fast and alive.
Have you talked to him?
No, I
Oh.
just remembered that, and you were in the netherworld or something like that, and I just remembered we need a cultist.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten. It just hasn't been a moment.
Yeah, we've had our time, and the whole putting them all to sleep.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to work on that. I'm thinking, like, as we're talking, are we getting close to the entrance now?
You are at the
as we're walking, I want to find the ditch with the spikes in it, where I saw Halen fall and die. And I will, and as I'm talking to May, I'll see that hall, and I'll be like, "That was it, Halen." And I'll run over and I'll show everybody the ditch. This was it. I saw you fall in, and
We didn't even tread this path.
I saw you die. I saw you laying there, breathless, unmoving, impaled, and I tried to climb down and get you, but I was too late, and May got you first.
Charvalko, make me a perception roll, please. With advantage.
Okay, was it 2? And another 6. Perception. That is an 11.
You immediately, at the mention of May pulling Halen back up, you go to look at the exact spot where you set up the rope that you tied down, and it is not there.
Did we make it outside yet?
You are at the front doors, just before you leave.
I was showing you guys the track.
Come with me. Can you come outside with me, please?
Yeah.
We go outside. What is the weather like outside?
Weather is partly cloudy.
Okay.
You can see a crescent moon hanging in the horizon.
You know the way lightning works?
No.
So lightning, like, streaks across the sky. It's kind of aimless, goes here and there, to and fro, whatever, you know. You see this, and he takes the thing on his back, and he takes it off. It's part of the Tesla coil. This is a ground, and he shoves it in the ground. This makes it so the lightning comes to one point. This is where we are. You're here with us. You're not somewhere else.
I think at that, Charvalko starts to cry a little bit.
You're here. We are here.
I know that now. Everything's getting so fuzzy. Goonie, I'm losing control.
Okay, so how do we help you? And he looks at May and Jeff, and he's like, how do we help you?
I have to find the Echo Knights.
Okay.
Sachens was lost there for... It could only have been maybe a week, and he thought he was there for months. And I am feeling the same thing, but here. I am losing grip on time. I don't know. I don't know. Everything is shifting. Everything is moving. I can't tell when we actually are. If we're in the present, if we're in the future, if we're in the past.
So maybe you need a ground. Something that keeps you here. Something that maybe an experience or a memory that you went through, something tangible with us. It could be something recent. Pick something that reminds you, like, that we're here.
We need to get your hat back. We need a cultist. Now.
And with that, you hear a voice that you had. Even for each of you, it seems like it's been far too long since you've heard this voice. Hello, anyone? I need help. Please.
Schmiggly?
Oh, Lumen, save me, please, Lumen.
It's Schmiggly.
I'm gonna run off to wherever Schmiggs is crying out.
We all rush off to Schmiggly. We're not really alarmed because she does this all the time.
And you run through the overcrossed stones that led you to this passage into the opening, and you see Schmiggly cradling Mika in his arms.
Oh, and then May just darts over to Schmiggly, and then I'm like, what happened? What the fuck happened?
I don't know. She came and appeared out of nowhere. Lumen. You look at Mika, and you can see that her jowls, her whiskers have whitened with age. And the tips of her fur are all dusted in gray and white.
And I'm like, Mika, wake up. Mika! And I kind of try to tap her face.
There's no response.
Mika!
Give her some room. Put her on the ground.
And I do that.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds in my way, so I'm going to pulse up some electricity and gently put it on her chest and try to...
Defibrillator.
Yeah.
Give me either an intelligence or medicine check.
I'll do medicine. That seems fair. It's probably minus something. It couldn't hurt. 15. I don't know if it's going to work.
I'll give you a D8 of Bardic Inspiration as well on that roll.
Yeah, can I cast Cure Wounds like as a... My Cure Wounds helps his Cure Wounds?
Let me hear the total, everybody.
I just rolled an 8, so 23 with his Bardic Inspiration.
23.
Yeah.
Mika rolled a natural 1.
Oh, God. Oh, she's dead.
That's it's 2 death saves,
A
isn't
nat
it?
1 is...
Oh, it is.
Well, she... With a 23, she... Like, you hear her... gasp for breath, but her eyes do not open. And each breath that she makes is as raspy as the last.
I look at May, and he's tearing up because he doesn't know what to do, but he doesn't say anything.
I'm just going to try too. I mean, why not? I'm going to cast Cure
might
Wounds
as well
on her.
try.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her too.
Come on.
What
Mika.
am I... So he was medicine
I
or...
did medicine.
Do I do medicine?
I got a little bit of help from there.
Oh, and can I give her a health potion too? Can I like...
Health and cure wounds.
With medicine is a 17.
17. She takes some of the potion, and the raspiness of her breathing subsides a little bit. Like, you can tell, she opens her eyes ever so slightly, and they're looking into the distance. Charvalko, give me a perception roll, please.
14.
You see a swirling of sand in Mika's eyes.
In her eyes?
In her eyes.
I'll lean down next to Mika, and...
Char, what do you see?
She's lost.
What? Lost? What does that mean?
This is all my fault. She was there too long, and Charvalko is gonna cast Moment to Think again and see if the sand stops, or
the sand stops for just a moment. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
15.
You see the world around you turns to sand for a moment as the figures try to dust away from you. They solidify, and you can see into Mika's steady eyes. You can see her look at you in full realization.
Mika.
I've been looking for so long.
Mika, it's only been a day. It's only been a day.
Where have you been?
I was looking for Calvin.
Yes. I thought I heard him myself. Please, you must send my message to May.
No, Mika. You were gonna give May this message yourself.
I don't know if I can do that. You must send it to her, please. Her sister is in trouble. She is heading to Port Tamlane. And if she boats the ferry there, she leaves from a place of no return. I care so much for May. She has lost so much. I don't want her to lose the last thing she has. please.
Mika, where are you going?
The between. And you snap to reality.
I'm holding.
And is she...
She seems to stay breathing, but her eyes ever drift with sand, and I'm afraid that is where we are going to end our session.
Once Upon a Die is Cody White as our DM, Jonathan Curran as Goonie Makeshift, Grace Lee is May Lay, Justin Tuthill as Halen Van Lichtenstein, Austin Wolf as Charvalko, and myself, Sean McCallan, as Jeff Buffgate. Music is licensed by Dark Fantasy Studios. Additional credits can be found in the episode description. Don't forget to check out our social media pages on Instagram and TikTok at Once Upon a Die, and our Reddit channel, r/OnesUponADie, where you can comment, post your theories, or if you just want to chat. We'd love to hear how we can make a better listening experience for you. Thank you for listening, and until next time, have some fun and roll some ones.